how excited are you about this 25-game tournament we're about to see?
Yeah, I think it's extremely exciting. I think a lot of the news recently hasn't probably had much of a positive spin, and I think this is certainly something that we're clinging to as motivation, encouragement. I think the big focus throughout this has been the players' safety and the well-being of everyone involved. I think it's a really powerful message that we've made a plan with everyone involved. There's been a lot of input from everybody really who will be involved, who's connected with this, and it's great that it's been finalized and we've got something to look forward to in July.
What were the biggest challenges in your mind in making this Challenge Cup happen?
We're in a fortunate position that the league worked extremely hard with all the clubs, and the clubs were able to find something that they felt was possible to progress with. There's been a huge number of conversations happened daily over the last few weeks to make sure that every single possibility scenario is being considered. And yes, it's great that there's been something, as I say, that's been formally put on the table and is now we're able to look forward to.
It sounds great. What's this really going to look like? Are all the teams going to be housed in apartment units or hotels? The dynamics of this, how will this all come together?
Yeah, I think a combination of all those options. Our owner Dally Hansen has done a huge amount to make sure that every team will be facilitated in as fair and as even a way as possible. I think it's going to be different for everyone, and that obviously naturally has had a lot of challenges, and that's something that we've been really forward thinking and trying to address those before the tournament. And I think over the next few weeks, teams will come into Utah as they feel is safe and appropriate for their surroundings. And obviously for us being here in Utah, it's been really an exciting week. We've been able to progress to some small group training, and that's just felt like a really positive and forward step for us too.
Has the league talked about how it would handle the possibility of a player coming down with COVID-19 while at the site?
Yeah, of course. The medical task force and the league have worked really hard to lay out all the possibilities, as I've said, and there's really extensive protocol, and I know that's on the website, and that's been explained to all the clubs. It's been explained to the players. There's been a huge amount of investment and time put into the players being prioritized and making sure everyone that's going to participate feels really comfortable and safe.
And the fact that this is going to be getting the big stage of CBS for each one of these games, how much more does that shine a spotlight on your sport?
Yeah, I think that's a huge opportunity for all of us, and something this, as you say, is great for women's soccer here in America. I think we've shown over the last couple of years the quality, and each team is so exciting to watch. And I think to be able to showcase that on just all across the country will be amazing. And I think whilst maybe some other sports are still working to get up and running, it's an opportunity for us as a league to be able to be in the eye line of a lot more new fans.
What is it about soccer that allows this sport to come back maybe earlier than others?
Again, I don't think it's necessarily soccer leading the way. I think for me, being from Europe, being able to watch the Bundesliga the last couple of weekends has been something I've enjoyed being able to do again. I think we all miss live sport. And for us as a league, I think possibly, the fact there's 9 teams at the moment, I think it was possible for us to work through all the little factors of the organizational part of this and logistically make it possible. And as I say, the league and the owners, the Players Association have all worked really hard to just work through that on an efficient basis and find something that works for everyone.
And finally, what do you hope that we all see when we watch your games?
I just hope everyone can enjoy live sport again. I think, as I say, the spectacle will speak for itself. We have some fantastic players in this league, some of the best players in the world. We're fiercely competitive, so I think there's going to be. I think it's just going to be a great spectacle. I think that the soccer will do its job on its own, and I'm just excited to be back on the field with my team, and excited that there's some competition ahead of us.